Welcome to Instablogs Global Report. This is Sukhmani with fresh updates and citizen voices from all over the world. Stories for the day are: President George W. Bush approved limited raids within Pakistan. Guatemala increases efforts to prosecute criminal elements within the country. Japan shook by 7 magnitude earthquake. An Indian state of West Bengal promotes information technology investments. US President George W. Bush had secretly approved plans allowing American Special Operation Forces to carry out ground assaults inside Pakistan without the prior approval of the Pakistani government. The revelation has left many enraged within Pakistan that has lost 23 lives in the most recent attack by the Special Operation Forces. CJ Karim Khan shares the collective anguish felt by the ordinary Pakistani about their country becoming an American stooge.
This is Karim Khan, citizen journalist reporting from Pakistan on Instablogs. The decision is extremely shameful and outrageous. Apparently, America believes in some kind of self-imposed divine right theory, which empowers it to tread over other nations' sovereign rights at its own will. In the past half a century, it has been wholeheartedly implemented on Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and now Pakistan, supposedly its closest ally in the war against terror. We must fight tooth and nail against Bush administration's decision to conduct raids against terrorist targets on our soil without our permission. After all, it's a question of our own sovereignty, which we must protect at all costs, even if it means warning a close ally. We support aggression against militants, but Pakistan is not an American lapdog, accepting whatever comes its way through letter. It should refrain from such unilateral actions, respect our territorial integrity and sovereignty, and always remember Pakistan's assistance in fighting extremism at the cost of its own internal security.
The Guatemalan government has, in collaboration with the United Nations, established the International Commission Against Impunity. The commission will prosecute criminal elements within the country. CJ Adam Amin praises the effort meant to crack down illegal armed groups within Guatemala.
This is Adam Amin reporting for Instablogs from Guatemala. A United Nations report is calling on Guatemala to increase efforts to prosecute criminal factions in the country. The special mission called the International Commission Against Impunity in Guatemala released a report stating that extra efforts must be exerted to prosecute criminal elements in Guatemala. On December 12, 2006, the United Nations and the Guatemalan government signed an agreement to establish an independent international commission against impunity in Guatemala. The mandate of the commission is to investigate and promote the prosecution of illegal security organizations. The commission says that while Guatemala has begun moving forward with efforts to crack down on illegal armed groups, the small number of prosecutions and the lack of protection for police, judges and witnesses requires more work.
The Japanese media sensationalized magnitude 7 earthquake after the authorities released a tsunami advisory. CJ Zach Pina points out the unnecessary media hype generated around an earthquake that created just a wave.
This is Zach Pina, citizen journalist reporting for Instablogs. It's a classic case of American news outlets making disproportionate news out of almost everything that comes out of Japan. On one hand, CNN headlines the story about a massive earthquake that registered a 7.0 on the moment magnitude scale, while the eastern coast of Hokkaido, Japan only sees a few sets of 4-inch waves ripple on the shoreline. Japanese news outlets the entire day have been stifling a collective yawn, instead opting to front-page continuing coverage on the NPD elections and the announcement of a wide-scale pullout of Japanese troops from Iraq. However, should you manage to look past the fact that a 7.0 magnitude earthquake is 0.2 of a point greater than the earthquake that killed 6,500 people in and around Kobe in 1995, you'll notice that today's quake still struck at a depth of over 12 miles, 80 miles off the shore of Japan's northernmost island. Common practice for Asian news, especially Japan's, is for it to get heavily sensationalized during its dizzying spin through the Western news juicer. Newsflash, Japan has had large-scale earthquakes that wreaked unforgettable destruction in the past, but let's not forget about all those little tremors felt by the country every day of the week.
The government in the Indian state of West Bengal has decided to provide land to IT major Infosys. The step will help salvage the state's image damaged by the Tata Nano project in Singur. CJ Samli feels that the decision will have positive impact on the state's IT industry.
This is Samli, citizen journalist reporting from India. People should be thankful to the Information Technology Department of Government of West Bengal after it decided to provide land to the IT major Infosys. The pronouncement would help salvage the image of the state that took a beating following the Singur problem. The ruckus generated around the Tata Nano plant in Singur has generated skepticism in the minds of prospective investors regarding the safety of their future investment. West Bengal need lucrative investors to help create employment opportunities for the young. The animation and gaming industry has a potential to emerge as a major revenue spinner. Kolkata has marched ahead in areas of animation and gaming, with prominent players making a foray into the state. The state government should march ahead and provide full support to the IT industry along with other small and medium-scale industries. Only such measures can help improve the image of West Bengal as an investor-friendly state, otherwise tainted by Singur controversy.
If you want your voice to be heard by millions, let Instablogs be your choice. You can contact us at cj@instablogs.com. That's all for today's show. We'll be back with fresh updates and more citizen voices. Till then, it's goodbye from the entire team of Global Report.